458 Tango Sierra, runway 20 cleared for takeoff.
Runway 20 cleared for takeoff, 8 Tango Sierra.
There you go. Lights, camera, action. You just don't want to be known as that guy sitting in the block with his lights on, that's all.
Yeah. I'm getting better at it.
Number 8410 Lima, cleared to land, runway 20. Traffic is an aircraft taking the runway for departure.
8410 Lima, cleared for runway 20. Thank you.
They cleared us 3 minutes ago and it wouldn't have been an issue. All right, here we go. Brakes, power in at 65 or so. Going to put a little aileron correction. Bug to heading, yep. Center line, center line.
And Concord Tower 53226 inbound for the ILS 20.
Cessna 53226, you're cleared for the option, runway 20.
Rotate.
Cleared for the option.
Tons of right rudder, wings level. Wow, look at that wind. Here's coming up. Here's up. I'm going to go ahead and turn out, I guess. Wave drag
100 plus 1, Concord Tower.
V100, stand by, please.
8100, stand by.
21 Fox, understand you're ready for taxi.
That tower in sight over
Fox,
there.
Taxi, runway 20 via Alpha.
Altitude.
Oh, we got something dripping out of the, I don't know, it's dripping off the tank or the weeping wing is about 3 feet this side of the fuel cap. It's dripping down the wing.
Can't see it from here.
8410
Right in front of the aileron.
Just taxiway, taxi to the ramp.
Oh, yeah.
8410 Lima, taking
Did I turn the pump? Oh, pump one's on. No, wait a minute.
Oh, that's off. That's
yeah.
either off or on, right? That's off.
I'm going to level us off here for a little bit until we get out from under the Bravo.
I think it's fuel. It's got to be that.
Yeah, it's too far from the fuel tank. Too far from the engine. It's not oil. You know that for sure.
AV100, say request. AV100 plus 1, we're down here in the infield at Charlie. I'd like to drive back across Alpha.
It's off, right?
Ramp,
so that's got to be.
AV100 cross Alpha at Alpha 4 to the ramp. Roger, thank you.
Concord Tower, Columbia 721 Whiskey Bravo to north ramp with Foxtrot ready to taxi departure to the southeast.
That full before?
Columbia 721 Whiskey Bravo, Concord
Oh, look at that.
20 taxi.
I don't know. I never actually looked at that before.
Whiskey Bravo.
I haven't even come close to considering using de-icing, so
Yeah, oh well.
didn't know that was an enunciator in
just
there.
make a 180 there back to Alpha and just take Alpha north to parking if you're going to park on the north ramp today.
All right, here's our tower.
AV100 plus 1's clear the airfield, thank you. AV100, roger.
All right, so why don't we go out here and at 3,000, we'll just we a VMC demo, and we'll go from there.
Okay, here under the Bravo, we better get out a little bit further.
Yeah, maybe a little farther. One thing let's really try to concentrate on, if we want to be at 3,000, let's, you know, get 3,000 plus or minus. Just, you know, use that scan to really keep going.
Airspeed's good.
Not too bad out here.
It's a little bumpy, but I have that on a sunny day like this in the afternoon. Don't have any traffic, do you?
How you been doing with using the trim and stuff? Getting it all?
Getting better with it, yeah. I mean, I still forget sometimes, but not really, you know, it really helps on the landings. If I remember to do it when I get into final, you know, it just makes the landing so much smoother because you're barely, you know.
Cessna 226, roger. Climb and maintain 3,000. Turn left heading 150.
Climb, maintain 3,000, left to 150 for 226.
It's 6,000 out here, so once we get out of that next thing, we can go up.
Concord Tower, Med Center 1.
Med Center 1, Concord Tower.
Yeah, you might see me down here to the southwest, 1,500. We'll be landing to University Hospital just to the southwest of the class Delta.
Med 1, roger. Altimeter's 299.3.
Oh, that just shot my altitude through the roof.
Now it's getting bumpy.
Yeah, it is.
Cessna 53226, contact Charlotte at 128.32. Good day.
128.32.
I don't know why we got so much speed all of a sudden. That isn't helping.
Concord Tower, 723, Quebec.
Leaving altitude.
Want to know if we can just cut through your airspace real quick?
37 Quebec, transition through the airspace is approved. Altimeter 2993.
2993, 37 Quebec.
I don't know why we jumped up at 70%. We were doing over 140 knots.
Yeah.
147 knots. Usually I don't get that until I'm like 80 plus percent.
A little gust or something.
Yeah. Doesn't help with the turbulence. I'm even at 50% right now.
You know, we could probably down to your speed by, let's just work our way down to, let's say,
leaving
you want to maintain 100 knots and 3,000 feet. Start with that, then we'll work into, we can do some 90-degree turns left and right, kind of use those as clearing turns.
Right, there's the, well, I'm trying to get down to 3,000 feet. Trying to maintain my heading too, and I'm not doing a very good job of that. Now we're going to bleed some speed. I'll let us get low so I can nose up a little bit. There we go. Okay, 100 knots. About 50%.
All right, so level flight, 100 knots. What kind of power are we needing?
Looks like we're going to need 50, 55. No, not that much actually. Oh. All right, about 50%. Seems like that's getting us pretty close. There's 100 knots.
All right, give me heading a turn, a right turn to the south. Clear on the
clear.
Right.
Turn to the south.
All right, and give me 20 degrees of bank too. How's our speed?
Slow. Bring a little power in.
Concord Tower, 7021115 Foxtrot is holding short, runway 20, ready to depart.
7021115.
Up through my altitude a little bit there, now I can pull that power back.
We'll hold short, 21115 Foxtrot.
All right, how about another left turn to 090?
Okay.
But, all right, we're
Wow,
started about 9 knots fast and 160 feet. When you get to 090, let's try to be right back at 3.
Back at 3,000?
Yeah.
I lost you there.
Foxtrot, fly heading 150, maintain 3,000. Runway 20, clear for takeoff.
150.
Traffic.
20, clear for takeoff. 11 Foxtrot.
3,000. Pretty close to 90 degrees.
All right.
Kind of getting bumped around a little bit here, but.
All right, so let's get back to 100 knots. All right, give me one more turn to the right, to south.
All right.
Clear to the right.
Here, clear ahead, clear to the left, clear to the right. Touch a little bit of power.
All right, that one was real good. All right, you kind of let it with a little power. Things level, you can bring that power back just a touch. There you go.
Already done. Right.
All right, how about another right turn to west?
Turn to west. We clear out that way?
Yep, clear.
Up my altitude there.
Columbia 721 Whiskey Bravo, Concord Tower runway 20, clear for takeoff, and southeast departures approved.
All right, so good deal. So, I've done these, use these as clearing turns. We don't have anybody around. Let's show me a VMC demo and talk me through it.
All right.
Explain to me what you're doing.
All right, VMC demo. We're going to bring it down. It's a clean demo. We're going to, and how are we on airspace? All right, we're good.
Hey,
I'm going to slow it down a little bit. What do we want to get down to, about 70 before we start, is that right? Refresh my memory.
Yeah, somewhere between blue line and red line.
Okay.
So, 75.
All right, and I'm going to try and maintain this heading. I'm going to come in with the right engine only. And we're going to initiate a climb. And just try to get it down to, trying to bleed the speed down here a little bit. In my heading here. Here comes the speed, so coming off now. Should have maintained my altitude, that would have helped. Alright, we're coming down. Come down a whole lot faster if I'd maintain altitude, wouldn't we?
This is true.
Off some up trim.
Just to widen out a little bit for some departing traffic.
Alright, so we're between blue line. We're going to come in with full right engine.
Alright, did you bring that left one back to zero thrust?
Oh, that's right, yeah. So,
and heading to your right to Cessna 2700, they're going northwest.
alright, so we're zero thrust. Going to initiate the climb, maintaining my heading. We're at full power. And maintaining my heading. I'm trying to maintain my heading. Close to red line. I'm actually losing directional control.
All right.
Nose over. Power back in. Lost my heading a little bit, but I got it right back. Power's back in. Aging. Raising. There's our heading.
There you go. That was
it.
That was very nice. That was very good. All right. And you know, when you broke it, you didn't, you know, go into a 0G, you know, and then you know, and it was very nice technique. All right. You're learning.
I'm learning. I'm getting there.
Right.
I'm getting there.
All right. Well, good.
Harry thinks I'm getting reasonably close to ready for my check ride. I don't have as much confidence as he does, but I didn't for my last ride either.
Well, okay, you got the engine back.
All right, so
no, that was good. No, and it was.
Bring out my trim, giving up my engines.
Now, the one thing though, as far as the PTS is concerned, it says plus or minus 10 knots or plus or minus 100 feet.
Right.
So we really got to work on that.
Okay.
And obviously, each time we are doing this, it's bumpy.
Right.
So, you know, we're giving you that a little bit, but still, if you're low, correct. If you're high, correct. And verbalize that so he knows that you know that you're off and you're correcting. So, okay.
Okay. Need to get away from Charlotte again?
Yeah, why don't we do a, yeah, you can do a left turn to about 170 degrees. And let's maintain 3,000 and 100 knots.
You still want 100 knots, all right. 20-degree bank. A bit fast, and I'm a little bit uncoordinated. There we go. That up. Almost. Overshot just a tad. 3,000.
All right, so let me ask you, if you are going to regain 3,000 feet, would you add power or would you pitch up?
Well, I had extra airspeed, so I would pitch up. If I didn't have the extra airspeed, then I would add power. Because I was trying to get 100 and I had about 110, so I pitched up to bleed it off.
Right,
but if I was at my 100, I would have had to add some power.
All right, so now when we get to 3,000 and 100, if you let go of the controls, what happens? All right, pretty close.
Yeah, not too bad.
Yeah.
I've been trying to work the trims. I'm trying to get comfortable with this electric trim. I still prefer the wheel a little bit.
Yeah, it's
just because I have a little bit better feel with it. But
all right, so I'll tell you what. Take me back to Concord.
All right, you want to go right or left?
We can go, how about a right? Go to the right.
Okay. Wait, clear?
Right. Yep.
Clear left, clear ahead. Power here. Thousand feet, I need more bank. Less rudder. Let my altitude climb on me.
All right, well, man. Oh, man.
I think we lost an engine. It appears to be the right engine. So I'm going to try and maintain my heading. Yeah, we lost right engine. I'm going to verify that. Throttle's full forward. Pull the right one, or left engine rather, back. Pull it back, okay, that verifies it. So I'm gonna trim for that. Gonna maybe swap ECUs, check my breakers, check my fuel. Otherwise, dead engine, secure it with the master.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna maintain my heading.
All right, there's your zero thrust right there.
Huh?
Okay.
All right, so now we're almost on our heading. A little bit of trim. Don't need a whole lot because we've got good airspeed. I'm actually climbing.
Leaving altitude.
Fine, I'll go ahead and pull a little power. We don't need full power to maintain level flight in one engine.
All right, so now we got a little time. How far are we from Concord?
We are 16.5 miles from Concord.
All right, so you kind of got it feathered, but you got a little bit of time. So would you have time to kind of get the checklist out and go through some troubleshooting?
Yeah, as soon as I get some trim. There we go. All right. And trim it to maintain my about 3100's good. And I still need less trim because I've got good airspeed. I'll just leave it to where I can control it with my feet. And that's where I want to get my bigger checklist done. So, and this is where I struggle on this darn thing. So emergency engine troubleshooting, power lever good, we've already done that. Level to the affected, maintaining my heading and my altitude still. Alternate air, that's probably not an issue, but it wouldn't hurt to do it. Fuel quantities are good. Fuel selector or cross feed, I'm not going to do that. I know I don't need to. ECU swap, I already tried. That didn't work. If unsuccessful, back to auto, check all my breakers. Okay, breakers are all good. You got any traffic out there? Are we good?
Oh, we're good.
Okay. If successful, and if unsuccessful, airspeed 80 to 120, which we're right in the middle of that. Pressure altitude and max 6,000 feet. We pull that engine to idle. Fuel selector is still on. Alternate air we've already tried. I don't know why that's in there again. Engine master is on. Oh, that's engine restart. I'm sorry. I've already done all that. So at that point I would have gone ahead and that.
Okay, all right, very good. All right, so take me back to Concord just the way you are.
Okay.
You call them up and go...
yeah, Concord Tower, Diamond Twin Star 458 Tango Sierra is 13 miles southeast inbound with a single engine. I'm not going to call that right now.
No, but that's the case.
It's our, I didn't get the weather, but it's probably still Foxtrot, right?
Yeah, probably. Yeah, they probably haven't, it's 48 past the hour. They haven't had the volume turned down a little bit here.
In Concord Tower, Diamond Twin Star 458 Tango Sierra, we're 12 miles southeast inbound with Foxtrot.
Twin Star 458 Tango Sierra, Concord Tower, report midfield left downwind, runway 20.
Report midfield, left downwind, 20, 458 Tango Sierra. My sinus just started draining on me there, I couldn't talk.
Oh, did it? Yeah.
Okay, so I have what I believe is the airport in sight.
Okay.
I got the speedway, so the airport should be a little bit to the left of it, so we'll just carry on in that direction.
All right.
And enter the downwind on a 45-ish.
Leaving altitude.
All right. You think you got it all trimmed up?
I don't. I'm pushing pretty hard here, and I can probably, we're 11 miles, and I need to lose 1,000 feet,
altitude.
so I'm going to probably go ahead and pull a little power here.
Okay.
We can start some descent.
Now, the other thing I'm going to throw at you also that, especially while you were, trying to fly the airplane and look at the checklist, your heading bug. Center that bug, so you can kind of look up there. Yeah, but that'll stay centered even if you're 30 degrees off. So now you can kind of look up there and go, okay, I'm a little left, a little right. So other than that, I think you did a good job. Now you can kind of use this altitude as your advantage. If we gain airspeed, you're going to use rudder and all that stuff. So, okay, so you got it under control. So you go ahead and get the engine back.
Okay.
You did say though when we initially pulled it, I think we lost the right engine.
Yeah.
I don't know if you misspoke or if you.
Yeah, I misspoke. I had left engine in my head, but
okay.
I was thinking right engine's good for whatever reason.
Okay.
All right, so let me go ahead and the last of that trim out.
All right, so now we're a normal airplane again.
I leave it up at about 2,000 here. That way we got a couple of hundred extra feet. Said that.
We got some good viz today, don't we?
Yeah. That tower's over there, so we're good. About 50%. So we're 120 knots here. We'll slow down to 100 when we get close to pattern, but being that it's windy, I'm going to hold 90 the whole way down.
All right.
Or more.
Now what, on a stabilize with full flaps, gear down, go around. Tell me go around procedure.
All right, so if we got full flaps, first thing, power's all in, nose up, and I'm doing that. Approach flaps and gear, get positive rate of climb, and then wait. Once established with positive rate, you can pull your landing flaps out. Right order?
Yeah, that was good order. Yep, I'll go with that. But yeah, no gear until positive rate of climb.
Oh, positive rate, then gear. Yeah,
yep,
right,
and then,
right. I mixed that up.
Yep, remember, your approach flap doesn't hurt you too bad, but, you know.
When we landed earlier today, we never put in landing flaps because of this gusty wind. Do you want to do that, or you want to leave them out?
I think we're okay with by putting it in.
Okay.
Well, Foxtrot was gusting either way, but I want you to have full flaps in.
Okay.
This scenario.
All right. Oh boy. We lost an engine, I believe, and I got a dead right foot, so I'm thinking it's the right engine. We're going to come in full power left engine. We would pull the right engine back to verify. That's verified. I've lost a little bit of altitude, got to fly the plane. Okay, so we got that verified. At this point, we'd probably just go ahead and swap ECUs. If that didn't work, we would go ahead and just secure it.
Okay, I'd agree.
Close enough to the airport. I'm a little thin on altitude.
All right, and you're still descending. Plenty of airspeed, right?
Trim in here. Trim. That rudder going. Back to pattern altitude. Now we're pretty stable, pattern altitude. And Concord Tower, Diamond 458 Tango Sierra, left downwind, midfield, 20.
Twin Star 8 Tango Sierra, clear to land runway 20. The winds are 290 at 9.
Roger, clear to land 20. Thanks for the wind.
All right. Calm down a little bit. That's good.
Yeah, dude. Well, I don't know. Is that good?
Yeah. Yeah, and again, depends what perspective you're coming from. All right, how's that rudder doing?
There we go. I lost some speed, so I needed that rudder back. Full power in on my good engine. Probably need a little bit more help with the trim. All right, we're a beam. I'm a little bit wide, though. I'm going to hold my approach flaps until I...
Okay, and remember, we got a pretty stout wind. I mean, direct coming over here, right?
Right, yeah, I'm looking at it.
Get your pitch attitude.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
There you go. Remember, we're getting blown out, right? So you might want to maintain the ground track, right?
Right. I got my ground site picture in here. Yeah, we're getting pushed quite a bit. Okay. I'm going to wait until I turn base for the flaps.
Okay.
Curtis. And a little closer than I thought, but I guess we'll be all right out here. Wide pattern here. Okay. Go ahead and do our first notch of flaps. Slow us down a bit. I'm going to not do gear until we get on final, I think.
All right, tell you what.
Good afternoon, 319 Tango Bravo.
Got the engine back.
By the speedway.
TBM 309 Tango Bravo, Concord Tower, Roger, enter left base for runway 20 and report turning base.
Okay, we'll report turning base. We'll probably go out to Gliss and come in, Mountain Tango Bravo.
Oh, Roger.
All right, so I'm going to go ahead and do gear because we're a little high. Make sure I'm level on my throttles.
And 458 Tango Sierra, clear for the option.
Twin Star Tango Sierra, clear for the option, runway 20.
Yeah, thank you.
So he had me go ahead and start doing my side slip here so that I could not quite level, but
all right.
There we go. We go ahead and do flaps here, huh?
All right, yep.
Not available.
Oh, a little rumpety down here.
Yeah. All right, 458 Tango Sierra, truck on the runway. Let's go around.
All right, 458 Tango Sierra is going around. Power is in full, and we're going to flaps. Oh no, we lost an engine. Gear up.
Speed, speed.
Oh, man, I lost my heading big time. Okay.
Put your nose down. Look at your speed.
Okay. All right. Got our blue line back.
All right. You're not putting the gear back down. Leave it up. Throw in some right rudder trim.
Right.
There you go.
Blue line, blue line, blue line.
All right. And we probably could go ahead and get that, left that up. There you go. All right, really maintain that blue line because this is pretty important right now.
All right. Blue line. Right rudder.
Radius information Golf is now current altimeter is 2993.
All right, so.
Twin Star 458 Tango Sierra, make left traffic, runway 20.
Left traffic for 208 Tango Sierra. Blue line, blue line, blue line. Not climbing very good, are we?
Wind still 290, 14 gust and 19.
All right.
290 at 9 or gust to 15.
Blue line.
Barely making it, are we?
Yeah. Maintaining
all right,
that 80.
Gear up, flaps up. That's all we can do.
I should have put my landing lights in. He wants left traffic, doggone it.
Yep. All right.
A little low to be.
All right, you got the engine back.
Okay.
Concord 319 Tango Bravo, we're about midfield heading downwind.
319 Tango Bravo, you're still going to turn over Bliss?
Oh, that's a firm.
All right, roger that.
All right, so started behind the power curve, right? And
yeah.
It's hard to recover.
Hard, impossible.
And it's not even July.
I know.
You're starting to sweat over there.
I've actually been sweating, but it's coming on a little heavier now.
Yeah. But remember, I mean, if you don't have blue line, you're not going to climb very well at all.
Trust that blue line, don't you? Oh,
yeah.
There's my pattern altitude.
That's why, you know, you don't want to get yourself in a high pitch attitude way below blue line. I mean, you need to sacrifice a little bit of altitude to get some speed and then start climbing on up.
Oh, we got some wind up here now. It's 14 knots now. It was only about 6 with the last pass. Your altitude. All right, we're abeam. That power. Maintain that.
In Concord 319 Tango Bravo, we're turning left base for final.
TBM 319 Tango Bravo, Roger. If you can't just keep your base square to Glyph for me, that'll work out good for spacing on other traffic.
Okay, we're turning square now.
I think he's way out there. So.
And Twin Star 8 Tango Sierra, keep your pattern tight for me if able, and you're clear for the option, runway 20.
Clear for the option, runway 20, 8 Tango Sierra. We'll keep it tight.
And Concord Tower, Mooney, November 5764, Juliet.
Yeah, why don't we
repeat, please?
Turn and...
Mooney 5764, Juliet.
Mooney 5764, Juliet, Concord Tower.
64 Juliet, 8.8 miles to the northeast, inbound for landing with Gulf.
Mooney 64 Juliet, Roger. Look at your 12 to 1 o'clock in about 3 miles. Turning on left base is a TBM. Do you have him in sight?
Tally ho, got the bandit in sight there.
All right, Mooney 64 Juliet, just follow the TBM. He's doing a square base for me there to final, and then he's coming in. Just follow him inbound. You'll be number 3 for the runway.
We're not
number 3
a
for the
TBM.
runway, 64 Juliet.
Talking about us?
No, there's an airplane out there.
Oh, okay.
That's why we're making it tight.
Right.
Yep.
Just talking about making a square base and all that. I'm like, oh, is he talking about us?
Yeah. Okay, I want you to try to land right between the 20 and the first 500-foot mark.
20 and the first 500-foot mark. All right.
Make a short field landing.
All right. Oh, I don't have my gear down. Gear down 3 green. Lights, fuel. Way high. I'm going to go ahead and bring in flaps.
TBM 9 Tango Bravo is clear to land, runway 20. The winds are 280 at 9, gust 15.
Okay, clear to land 20.
We're not going to be a short field because of the wind and all that.
Right.
But just as far as touchdown point, just aim for.
All right.
But that 20 is getting higher, right?
Yeah.
All right, gear, flaps, clear to land.
Lights, clear to land. Okay. Whoop. I'm not going to make that that landing, Mark. On the rudder too late.
That was, well, let's get off and we'll talk about it just real quick.
Is not available.
I didn't get myself that aileron correction in.
Twin Star 8 Tango Sierra, taxi to the ramp. Have a good day.
I'll taxi back or?
Oh yeah, let's do one more. You got time?
Yeah.
We'll do one
I'm off all day, so.
I probably got time for one more lap here, and then.
Right. And 8 Tango Sierra, we'd like to taxi back for another close traffic.
Transmitting. Mooney Mooney 64 Juliet, your number 2, clear to land, runway 20.
Clear land for 64 Juliet, thanks, sir.
Twin Star 8 Tango Sierra, taxi into the ramp this frequency. Have a good day.
Yeah, 8 Tango Sierra, we'd like to taxi back to 20 for another closed traffic.
Twin Star 8 Tango Sierra, taxi to runway 20 via Alpha.
20 via Alpha, 8 Tango Sierra.
I thought that was perfect, except you ballooned a little bit.
Yeah.
Because you still had a little bit of power.
Yeah. I waited too long to cut power.
And then once you ballooned, then we started, sliding back over, and then you kind of lost it. So, and then like we talked about in the room there, I mean, you can't get high like that in a windy situation, and you'll get yourself in a world of hurt. So keep that pitch lower.
TBM 9 Tango Bravo, are you going to the T-hangers today?
Oh, that's safe from now.
Yeah, I felt like I was trying to slow it down so I could get those numbers.
Delta, or you go down to Charlie.
Well, you would have been right on. It was perfect. I think you got
Alpha, though, for me to the T-hangers.
Below your glide.
North on Alpha.
Projected glide path there.
Yeah.
But if we're making a spot landing there.
Concord Tower, good day, leading 638, on the visual, runway 20.
You just ballooned up a little bit.
Concord Tower, runway 20.
And it would have been, if you had the power at idle, like a normal, it would have rolled right on, it would have been perfect.
Leading 638.
Anybody, once you start getting it ballooned up, things...
Yeah. Well, you don't want to nose it over to correct and overcorrect, because that's bad, and then you don't want to...
Well, you
that's subtle, you just have to...
kind of work it,
Yeah, let it level out, be subtle on the...
Yeah.
Pitch.
All right, but other than that...
I think some of that balloon probably came from we got over that blacktop and that...
The heat?
Coming up, too.
Yep, that could have added a little bit to it. Is that a Legion or a G5 or something?
Mooney just came by us. Yeah.
I'm happy with the way you're doing it, except, your altitude control could be a little tighter. Your single engine stuff and everything, I think you really improved a lot on that.
Yeah.
Mooney 64 Juliet, turn right on Delta. Hold short of Alpha, please.
Well, I've been able to get a lot of consistent practice. I think I went 3 days last week. I flew a little bit with Randy just as kind of a second-in-command guy on Saturday, and then this morning. And, you just have to put in the time.
Right.
And, I try to think about it, chair fly and all that good stuff.
Yeah.
But, you have to put the time in the plane.
Mooney 64 Juliet, thanks. You can taxi the ramp. If you're going to the T-hangers, go north on Alpha. If you want to park at the ramp here, just come straight in, please.
We're going to park at the ramp, sir. Thank you very much.
Pushing me a little bit.
Yeah. Now, on this takeoff, I want you to really hold blue line all the way to the end of the runway.
Okay.
I mean, going that way.
All right.
Because I think the examiner will want to see that also.
Yeah, Gary actually had me doing a 50-foot short field the other day up at Rowan, and I was supposed to hold 77.
Yeah.
And I didn't do it very well the first time. Got a little closer the second time, and then we came back, and I didn't do it again. So,
so watch this guy. An 80. It's always harder to land. See, it's in the wind here, bouncing around.
Oh yeah, look at him yawn.
Oh, it's a nice job.
Yeah. There's reverse thrusters there.
All right, so we'll just do, like I say, hold blue line to the end of the runway.
All right.
And we'll just further problems to come.
Awesome. That's a little different when you're in the pattern than it is when you're out there in the middle of nowhere, that's for sure.
Well, and again, I want to stress, I mean, it's March and not July.
Right.
And
that's part of the reason I want to get my check ride done now.
Legion 638.
But we're at 700 feet versus, say, Asheville at 2,000 or...
Legion 638.
All right. And Concord Tower, Twin Star 458 Tango Sierra, holding short 20, ready to go.
Twin Star 8 Tango Sierra, make left traffic, runway 20, clear for takeoff.
Left traffic, clear for takeoff, 20, 8 Tango Sierra. All right, same takeoff brief as before.
Okay.
For us, it'll be the 3-segment one. Something else Gary's been doing to me. He'll stomp on the rudder when I start my rollout and simulate the failure.
Yeah. I was going to ask you about that. We'll work on that next time. Pulling one.
He's hit me with that a number of times already.
Good.
Yeah, he likes to bring out all the tricks.
All the stops.
All right, get myself lined up, center line. Green now. Power's coming in.
Lights and heading bug. Here we go.
Power's in, all green. Feet on the floor, or heels on the floor. Get my center line again. Little bit of aileron correction here. And we're rotating. Things level, staying coordinated. That much rudder. Rudder back in. Trying to get my blue line. There it is. Well, there it was. Got a runway gear. Comes out the rudder. Okay. Level. Still let my blue line go a little bit. It's kind of hard with that gusty, but...
Yeah. All right, very good. There's the end of the runway. All right.
Okay.
I'm sure that Dave Lack will be big on that. You know, you don't want to be up to 95 knots on climbing out, you know, down low anyway.
I used to be really good at that at in the DA-20. Man, what was the climb out on that? 77 knots, I think?
Something like that, yeah.
I used to be able to make that thing climb right on at 77 knots. Pattern altitude. Feel a little tight, not really.
And Concord Tower, Twin Cessna 69937 is holding short of 20, waiting for IFR release.
Twin Cessna 69937, hold short, runway 20 for IFR release. Charlotte's working somebody down there to the south.
All right, we'll hold short of 20937.
Okay. In the footers.
Twin Cessna 937, flighting 150, maintain 3000, runway 20, clear for takeoff.
Heading 150, clear for takeoff. And maintain 3000, 69937.
That get us down to about 100 knots or so. Look at that wind again.
Twin Star 8 Tango Sierra, clear for your option, runway 20. Traffic at Twin Cessna departing.
Roger, cleared for the option, 20, 8 Tango Sierra. We're looking for that, we have that traffic in sight. There I go, gaining altitude instead of losing it. That's part of the plan when you're trying to land. I'll do gear when we turn base. And my speed here. There we go. And gear's coming down. Gear down, 3 green.
All right, very good.
Flaps, gear, landing light is on. Fuel, we're clear to land.
Cessna 937, Charlotte just called me back and said to make a
we're
right
about
turn.
90 knots out here.
300.
Okay, very well. Right turn out 300.
Self a little trim help.
Twin Cessna 937, contact Charlotte departure. Have a great day.
Over to departure. Appreciate your help. So long. 937.
That wind pushed me a little more than I thought. Oh boy. I think we're losing an engine here.
Okay.
I think the left engine is out. I'm going to come in full with the right engine. I don't know. I'm going to verify that. Pull that back. Yes, it's the left engine. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to land this plane. I'm not even going to worry about it. Whoa, what was that?
A little bit of right rudder.
Yeah, need a lot of right rudder. All right, I need to go ahead and pull power.
Concord Tower, Skyhawk 532.
All right, so you got your landing gear down, fast where you want them, and you're way fast.
We'll break it off whenever
so bring some power back.
Remember 53226,
I didn't put in my approach flap or my landing flaps.
226.
All right, you got way too much power. Go ahead and bring your power all the way off. There you go, there you go.
Letting it bleed. That's all out.
Okay, there you go.
I'm with you. Why is this thing floating?
Yeah.
It's that heat coming up off that blacktop. I mean, that thing just lifts this like crazy.
Yeah.
I had it all out, and I'm like, man, I can't get this thing down.
Alrighty. Alright. I think you're worn out.
Oh, come on. I've been doing this all day. Why stop now?
I know.
I was a little late getting here. We were supposed to get up at, be here at 7:30, and I did a couple things around the house and got myself hung in traffic.
Oh, did you? Yeah.
There's like a window if you leave. If you're 10 minutes late, you're 20 minutes more on your trip.
Oh, yeah.
All right, so clean it up.
Twin Star Tango Sierra, you going to the ramp or back for another?
Roger, we're going back to the ramp.
All right, you want to park on the north ramp? If you do, just go north on Alpha for me, please, and then enter the ramp north of the Allegiant.
Yeah, roger that. We're going to put it in T-Hangar, Charlie.
All right, Roger, you can enter at Alpha 5, or you can go down to Echo, whichever is easier for you.
Yeah, roger, we'll probably do Alpha 5.
All right, so that one was real good. I like, your decision making, everything you needed to do. I don't know if I would have added full flap.
Yeah.
Still had a lot of power on that good engine.
Yeah.
Well, Cessna 226.
You go start changing configuration at 100 feet above the ground.
The option on runway 2 opposite direction.
226, clear for the option. Thank you very much.
It wasn't a bad thing. It just was a judgment call,
Well, I thought about it for a second. I'm like, well, I'm pretty fast here. I'm high.
When he was here,
that's the only reason I did it.
Yeah.
You never did it in Atlanta.
I did have that same thought in my mind. I'm like, man, I'm awful close to the ground to be changing configurations.
Yeah. And actually, the other thing I want to say is, okay, I've lost an engine. I'm going to go full power. So we had airspeed, and you're pointed downhill, so you're, going full power.
I don't think I brought full power in, but I added some.
Yeah, I
said full power.
You said it, yeah. So just bring in what you need there, because remember, if you being way smoother than you have been in the past, which is good, because you jam that full power down low, it could aggravate your situation, but.
Yeah, I said full power. I only probably brought in about 70%.
Right. Yep, I'd agree. Yeah.